Hello, children. Welcome back. We're going to look at this picture. And now we're going to go over this next proportion out loud and not on paper. That's a lie. I'm going to write it up here. If I were to give you a ratio that was BC over AD, how would you fill that out? Don't say anything out loud. This is literally about putting your hands on that picture and figuring out what it's supposed to be. BC over AD is equal to what over what? Lauren, you got this? Yeah. BC over what? AD over, right on. And you guys don't have the luxury, but when I'm looking at y'all doing these problems, like some of us, mainly me, I have to literally, y'all will watch me go, BC over FG. You will see me move my hand, right? BE, or BC over, oh, I see what I did. BC over AD, like this. Little BC over big AD, right? I will go to the same side, the other side, and do the same thing. Little FG over big EH. But when I'm watching y'all, like Lauren's eyes looked, BC over, immediately she went over here to the left, FG, and that's where she got that number from. And then she went AD, and I saw her eyes go to the left to get that other one. It is all about movement. It's like an echo, kind of. Okay? Let's look at the next one. Beautiful. Now, how about this application problem? Suppose that an artist decided to make a larger sketch of trees. In the figure, if AB is 4.5, BC is 2.6, CD is 4.1, and KL is 4.9, find LM and MN to the nearest tenth of an inch. What's the first thing I need to do to this? I need to mark it up. I need to crisscross. I need to cross this thing up. So I'm going to go here, and I can go here. What's that going to help me find? Just that first mark I made, what is it going to allow me to find? Pardon me? Which proportion? What proportion do you want to use? Come on, y'all. What's it going to be? 4.5 over who? 4.9 is equal to, keep going, 2.6 over, I'm going to put it as LM because that's what we're trying, that's one of the pieces we're trying to find, okay? And if I put X, then I'll forget what X is supposed to be and I'll answer it wrong. I'm looking at that segment. You could put any letter you want there. I know that if I put an X or a Y or a Z there, that I'm going to forget what it's supposed to be, unless I put it in the picture, okay? What are you going to do for this? Cross multiply. Folks, what is 4.5? 4.5 times segment LM. What is 4.9 times 2.6? 12.74, and then what, Maddie? Divide by 4.5. And it's going to give me that the measure of LM is approximately 2.831, right? But nearest tenth of an inch will become what? 2.8 inches. Okay? Figure that part out. Now we got to figure out MN. Now here's a word of caution. Do not use the value you just solved for in your next proportion. Why? What if you get that original calculation wrong, then what's going to happen to your second calculation? It's going to be wrong, okay? I don't want to use 2.8. No way, not to find this next value. I do, however, want to use 4.5 over 4.9 because that was given to me. But how will I complete the rest to be able to find MN? What is it, Patrick? Is it going to be 2.6 over MN? No, it's going to be what? 4.1 over MN. Is that what you meant? Yep. It's the same type of motion, but we've just got to move it a little bit. 4.5 times MN, that segment. What is 4.9 times 4.1? 20.09. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 4.5. And I'm going to have that the value of MN is approximately what? 4.5? Okay. But we're going to round it to the nearest tenth, right? How many of you agree? Got it. That makes sense. Does this section make sense? How does it make sense in comparison with the prior sections? The ones we just got finished going over. Do you like this? Is it easy?
I like it.
You like the straight up algebra? That was, yeah. Where you just cross multiplied? Yeah, that's just algebra. All right. Do this one yourself. Is that the same one? Yeah, do this one yourself. You find the pieces that it's asking for. All right, we got to find LM. How'd you set this up? Kale, how'd you set up the first one? 2.4 over 2.6 is equal to over x, which is LM, correct? All right, so you get 2.4. I'm going to put times LM. What's 2.6 times 1.4? 3.64. Divide by 2.4 to the nearest tenth. What is 3.64 divided by 2.4? 1.5? 1.5 centimeters. How many of you had 1.5 centimeters? Very good. Did you set it up correctly? 2.4 over 2.6? Crossed it up. Here. Look how you took this to that. And do you see how you crossed it up? You crossed over. Don't cross from here to here. Okay. Unless, is that where you started? You just made a careless mistake. That's all. That's all you did. Just careless mistake. Okay. How you gonna find MN? Let's see here. Summer, how you find MN? Okay. 2.4 times over 2.6 is equal to 2.2 over MN. All right, so let's go with it. 2.4 times MN. What's 2.6 times 2.2? 5.72. Divide both sides by 2.4. And you get it approximately who? Is that what you got? Did you set it up correctly? Do you have 2.4 over 2.6 equal to 2.2 over MN? Positive. Then did you get 2.4 times MN? 5.72. Did you divide this number, top number by the bottom number? 5.72 divided by 2.4? Did you have 2.38? Yeah. Okay, you just didn't round it to the nearest tenth. But that 8 moves that 3 up, bumps the 3 up to a 4. So that's why it's 2.4. You had the right answer. You just didn't round correctly. Okay? What do you think? Questions? Fácil, difícil? Muy fácil. Here's what you're going to do for me. Okay? I want you to look at, turn your books to that section. Flip to section 7.4. Right to it?
Right to it? Okay.
Yeah.
Right to it. Page 484. You're going to do 484, 1 through 5. And then I want you to go over to the next page, and I want you to do 15 through 20. And it is so important that you are able to set up these proportions, folks, okay? Now, look at the clock. You got plenty of time to work on that. And for those of you who are at home watching this video, because I know you all are, there's the first page. Pause it and copy. Here's the second page. Pause it and copy. Here's the third page. Pause it and copy. Pause and copy. Pause and copy. I think I started here. And if I didn't, just continue pausing through this video and listening to the soothing sounds of my voice. Love, do your homework. Do your homework. Yay.